Hey, this is BlindFox and welcome to my Ration review. Please support the channel, please subscribe and please go donate on patreon.com. Today we are going to do a second part of our review of the SERAC Deluxe Pack Day 2. This is the second time I review this one, but they did change some of their stuff. So let's get started. This is the lunch and dinner portion of the review. The first part was the unboxing or the unpacking and the breakfast. Welcome at lunch. We're going to have the chicken biryani. This is a chicken and rice dish. It's not necessarily a curry dish. This is an Indian dish, I think. But we do get it in South Africa. People eat this. You hear of it everywhere. This is normally chicken, rice and vegetables. This is a 50-gram pack of a mystery isotonic drink. This makes half a liter. The nice thing about this pack is there's a liter of isotonic drink. They used to have the lactose-free drink in this pack, but really if you have a liter of cool isotonic drink, really don't miss that. Besides, it tastes weird. We've got a Caribbean energy bar or Caribbean raisin energy bar. Here is some coffee creamer. We've got a Nescafe Classic decaf for some reason, but hey, who cares? And we've got two Super C's. This is the same we had at breakfast, but you get 8 of them so you can space them out throughout the day. And this is the same cutlery and salt and pepper and serviette we had at breakfast. So I'll go and warm this up. They were supposed to have a stove in here, but they didn't have a stove. One of those little foldable stoves. They said so on the website, but when I opened the pack it didn't have one. But you have the fuel tablets and stuff. So let's go and heat this up and I'll be back. I'm just going to boil this in a pot of water. I was thinking about using the extra ration heater from the 10-hour meal, but since it will fit this pack anyway and it works nicely, I'm going to keep it for some time. I want to use it somewhere else, so I'll just heat this up in boiling water. And by the way, here is instructions. 4 different ways to heat it. It's in a microwave, in a pot, and just in boiling water. So if you don't know how to use this stuff, they are nice and they put instructions for you. And this is the ingredients. If you want to check it out, go and check out on my Facebook and Twitter page. There's all the ingredients of the chicken biryani. This is all the ingredients, by the way, for all the 300-gram meals. So you can see what else SERAC does have in some of the other rations. Okay, we're not going to taste the Super C since we already did that. And I'm not going to use the creamer. So let's start. Well, the food is waiting with our orange. It seems like most of your no-name 50-gram stuff is orange. Or maybe a nachi, but it's some either orange or nachi. Very sweet. I mix this with half a liter of water. The rest is in my bottle. Very sweet. You get the orange taste, very artificial. Slightly soury, but very, very sweet. Tastes a lot like Rehydrate. So let's check out this energy bar, Caribbean raisin. It's about 45 grams. And it's just sort of a whitish bar. There's no chocolate around this. So a good thing this thing won't melt in the summer here, since it's quite hot in the summer. So let's check out. There's some raisins. It's just a white substance. Looks like a protein bar. Tastes sweet, somewhat soury, a bit of a raisin taste. As I said, there's no chocolate in this. The texture isn't weird, like those maize bars you get in some of the South African rations. The texture is better. It's more like a protein bar texture. and it's got an interesting taste. So let's check out the coffee. This is the decaf Nescafe. Tastes and smell a lot like Nescafe. Nice and strong. Slight bitter aftertaste like all the Nescafes has. But it's much better than the normal South African ration coffee. It's not as nutty though, it's a bit more harsh. But that's Nescafe for you. So we'll just go and get the food. I'll wait a bit so that it will be take about 10 minutes to warm it up in water or in boiling water. So I'll be back with the food. So this is the biryani. You can see there's quite large chicken pieces in there. There's rice. And there's some vegetables as well. So let's taste this. Gonna get a nice large chicken piece. It is quite nice large chicken pieces in here. The problem is it's real chicken. It's chicken breast and it's quite dry. The rice is very soft. Since it was not like all the other rice, since it was mixed with the chicken pieces. The other South African rice can be a bit hard when it's packed individually, but this rice, very soft. It actually helps it being so soft because although you lose the rice texture, it helps to let this chicken pieces not be too hard. But it's nice. This one, I think some of the chicken, I don't know if the recipe differ a bit, but this one has got the previous chicken one I had, chicken biryani, had a slight little cinnamony taste. This one again, not so cinnamony, more of a slight burnt taste, but not a cumin taste at all. Also not a curry taste. I don't know what really is in here, but it's a quite nice dish. It's one of the few stuff that doesn't have cumin in it. Because there is a lot of stuff that has got cumin, but this is one of the combinations that doesn't, so quite nice. Right, what do I think of this whole meal? The chicken biryani was nice. Bit different taste than last time, but it's not a bad taste. A bit more, slight more burn to it, less of that cinnamony taste. The orange isotonic drink was nice, just a bit too sweet. They can really lose some of the sweetness there. The Caribbean raisin bar was interesting. It's not a bad thing. It's got an alright texture. It's not a stupid maize texture. That is bad. But this is quite nice. And the coffee is just normal Nescafe coffee. I'm not going to use the creamer. And the Super C's are the same type of stuff we had at breakfast. I'm not going to add any salt or pepper here. So that was the lunch. Nice and small lunch. We'll have a bit larger dinner. So see you at dinner. Welcome at dinner. This is the same cutlery set we have used for the whole day. We are going to do the savory mince, 200 grams. The savory rice, 150 grams. So this gives you a combined meal weight of 350 grams. It's a shame they do have savory rice with this, since this is also a very cuminy dish. The savory mince here is not. I would have liked a potato, sort of a mashed potato with the savory mince. That would have gone nice. We are not going to use the ketchup or tomato sauce, and we're also not going to use the creamer. We're going to also not going to use the Super C's, but this is the same Super C's we had at breakfast. Nice hard sweet. You can suck it for a while, and you get enough so that you can eat it throughout the day. We're going to have the chicken soup, and we're going to have the rooibos tea. This is a rooibos tea, just some other rooibos tea bag. Rooibos tea is an indigenous South African herb. It's part of the fynbos region, and it gives you a nice reddish tea. We will see when we add water to this. This is the chicken soup. It's got a slight smell of chicken. It's not overwhelmingly smell like some of the soups, but you get the nice slight chicken soupy smell. So I'll go and add water to this, heat this up, and then I will be back. Okay, while we wait for our food to heat up, this is the rooibos. Might see there's a sort of a reddish tinge to this. I'll just let it steep a bit. This is the chicken soup. There is sometimes a few vegetables in here, sometimes a bit of peas, sometimes some sweet corn. I don't see any here now. But it's a nice chicken soup. So let's taste this. This is not a very salty chicken soup. You get a slight chickeny flavor here. It's not very salty like some of them are. It's a very mild, light chicken soup. So this is the rooibos. It's steeped a bit. I like mine strong, so I'm just going to leave the bag in there. I'm going to let it steep a bit. It's got a slight herby taste. It's not that bitterness that tea has sometimes, but it's a slight herb taste, so I'm going to let them steep a bit and we'll go and fetch the food. Okay, the food boiled for about 10 minutes, so let's check this out. This is the savory rice. You can see very turmeric, very yellow, and you get this quite strong human smell. Okay, the rice, it's still also sheet-like form still. Sometimes it doesn't hold its sheets very good, but you can see it's very hot. It wants to steam my lens over. But very human smell, turmeric color. Quite good rice. Got a slight curry burn. This is the bad thing about this rice. It's so curry that it most likely will overwhelm the savory mince. Could have been good if there was some potato maybe with the savory mince. That would be nice. Pop would also work, but I would like potato more. At least it will give a bit more variety. The savory rice, you can taste the curry burn, very cuminy. So let's check out the mince. Tomatoey, savory smell here. Sometimes these packets just doesn't want to open nicely, but you can see they're very saucy, the mince. Here we've got the savory mince. You can see nice mince. There's some vegetables in there. There's also a bit of vegetables with the rice. You don't always see it. Here and there might be a bean. But here there's some carrots. There's some sweet corn. I think there's some peas as well. The savory mince itself, slight tomato-iness. It would have gone on very well with potato. Nice and sweet. I'm just afraid that the savory rice will overwhelm this. There's some potato in here as well. It's a really nice mince. There's even nice chunks of mince. The nice thing about mince, it's not as dry as some of the whole pieces of meat is in these rations. The sauce can get nice and into it. It would have been nicer if it was mashed potatoes, I think, but let's mix the rice and the mince and try again. So we mix the mince, and before we try this, let's check out the tea again. It's a bit stronger, but this rooibos doesn't get very strong. You do get the nice herb taste. And let's check out the soup again. When the soup cools down a bit, it gets a bit more thicker. So let's check out this savory mince and rye. The cumin taste just comes through. You get the burn that comes through. It becomes more of a light curry now. So the mince, or the rice really for me spoils the mince, since it's one of the few of the meals that's not a curry. It would really be a nice thing if they could have. They could also serve the samp with this. It would also go well. But the savory rice really overwhelms the savory mince a bit. But it's still a nice. If you like curries, this will still be work for you, because it just turns into a very light curry. Because that cumin taste overwhelms everything. So that was our dinner. Nice light little meal. Chicken soup is nice. It's not very overwhelming, not very salty. The rooibos tea is okay. You get the super C's. You can still eat if you want to, but we did check them out at breakfast, so go and check out that video if you haven't. And so that was the meal. Nice overall, just the savoury rice, sort of a bit spoiled the savoury mince for me since the curry comes through. A nice mash would be nice. So that was dinner. And that brings us to the end of this video. So this is the end of the SERAC Deluxe Pack Day 2 review 2019. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe, please go donate on patreon.com, and see you at my next ration review.